Congressman Khanna. He's a member of the Oversight Committee. It's good to see you as always. Thanks for your time this afternoon. So let's start here. You got the Oversight Committee having this hearing on what they're calling unanswered questions. So what answers are you looking for? What more do you want to know?
Jeff, we need to understand specifically what went wrong with the FBI. Director Wray has said that things went wrong. They're looking to improve it. But what specifically went wrong? Was there an intelligence failure? Why is it that they were not able to anticipate these attacks? Why is it that some of these militia groups were not on their radar? And what are they doing differently?
Well, let's talk about the next steps on this investigation. Senate Republicans, as we well know, torpedoed this bipartisan commission. President Biden has said that he's not going to appoint a presidential commission. He says this is something that Congress should look into, given that the attack happened at the Capitol. So when can we expect to learn more from the House Speaker about the next steps here?
Well, the Speaker bent over backwards to try to get something bipartisan. She loves this institution of Congress. She wanted this to be bipartisan, and it is outrageous. It's an abdication of their responsibility that Republicans weren't willing to have a bipartisan inquiry into preventing future attacks on our Capitol. It's a signal of weakness to the rest of the world, but the Speaker isn't going to let them have the final word. I think our committees will continue to investigate and coordinate, and then there may very well be a special committee that is created by the Speaker.
Let's talk about domestic terrorism, given the conversation we just had with Pete Williams. Would you support a new domestic terrorism law? Do you have any sort of concerns about potential infringements on civil liberties if lawmakers decide to go that route?
Jeff, I do. I obviously am very concerned about the rise of extremism and extremism related to white supremacy, as you mentioned. But I'm also aware of what we did with the Patriot Act and how we expanded government surveillance, and that had a chilling effect on speech and on the rights of many citizens and was abused actually to hurt people of color and those who were marginalized. So I would want to make sure anything we did passed the muster of the First Amendment and didn't infringe on civil liberties.
And lastly, while we have you, I want to get you to weigh in on what we heard today from Chairwoman Maloney on the Oversight Committee, because the Oversight Committee, as you well know, they released a trove of documents. And Chairwoman Maloney says that it all shows that President Trump tried to corrupt our nation's chief law enforcement agency in a brazen attempt to overturn an election that he lost. What more does your committee plan to do about this? Do you plan to call Mark Meadows to learn more about his role in this and to get a better sense of the depths to which the president was willing to go to try to overturn the election?
Jeff, we plan to call all the president's senior aides who were involved. Think about this. The president was using the Justice Department as his own lawyer to try to overturn the election. I mean, it is incredibly dangerous. It is a threat to our democracy. And the question is, what are we going to do in the future to prevent any president from abusing our democratic system in this way? We need to get to the bottom of this, and we will have the president's top aides come under oath and tell us what exactly happened.